Yeah. The meeting has started recording, so yeah, welcome everyone. So this is the SRS Community meeting every month. So we regularly have a community meeting every month. We will send the meeting link in the Discord channel. So if you're interested or have some concerns about SRS, you can join the community meeting and discuss with us. So yeah, welcome everyone. Well, let's start. The first one is, let me share my screen. Let's share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So last month we the most contribution is made by the AI. It contributes about 32 commits and most 100,000 lines of code, and removed about 50,000 lines of code. So most of the code is about the utest and refactoring about the current architecture and code. And also Haibo and Jackbo, and I think Jackbo also have some commits. So let's start with human developers, then we will discuss about the AI. Let me switch my full commit. And maybe Jacobo, you can share the full commits. Yeah, this latest full commits, I think. Jacobo, are you ready? I handed it to you.
Let us spell out the PR that are committed last month, deployed last month. How to fill that? Also.
1, 2, 3, 4. This 4, I think. This one. I think it should be this. The most important is this one, right? As the SRT bridge problem.
You are not sharing your screen?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, you see my screen?
But not the commit that are committed.
This is not your commit.
现在显示的不是 commit
那个
页。
yeah. Sorry.
I think the most important one is the fix the SRT bridge.
And let me switch my table a moment. Commits. Yeah, I think this one. Yeah, is it correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the most important one, yes, this one.
This one,
the
yeah.
SRT problem. The most of my time spending on the black box test. So the problem is that the FM pack 7, the version 7 problem. They have to upgrade the doc image. But their first thing to do is that the fully upgrade the FM pack from version 5 to the version 7. Replace every black box test from the FM pack 5 to the 7. I need some more work to do. To adapt the black box. I will try what you suggest, the AI, the web coding. What's the AI the advantage of the AI can doing is to doing it repeatedly. I believe
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we have FMPAG 5 and FMPAG 7 in our test image. But as Jacobo described, if we switch to FMPAG 7, there may be a lot of work to do. So yeah, you can work with AI to fix these problems. Yeah, FM5 it does not support enhanced RTMP, so we need to switch to FMPAG 7. And in future, maybe we need to switch to FMPAG 8 because FMPAG 8 support WIP.
Okay.
And FMPAG, I think they have a significant progress about WIP. I shared this message before, and yeah, you can check the news here. WIP here. So the FMPAG 8 support WIP. I think it's a big progress. It's the first version that support WIP, and it doesn't support web. I mean, to pull stream. Right now it support push stream. In FMPAG, they migrate to the. They also migrate to the from old Git system to this one, and they also try to use the modern issues and pull requests. So actually, you can search some patch about WIP. Yeah, this is the patches about the WIP, and some are still working. For example, the RTX. So RTX is very important. You can also filter by Jack Lu author. I think most of the patch is done by Jack. Can just yeah. All these patches about FMPAG WIP. FMPAG WIP will be an important feature. We can, if we upgrade to FMPAG 8, we can do black box test using FMPAG WIP. Right now we cannot do this. We only use FMPAG for RTMP, SRT, but we don't use it for WebRTC because it doesn't support. So if we upgrade to FMPAG 8, we can do all the black box test with FMPAG. I think that's a significant progress. Also, the test coverage will be more, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this feature. And another thing that the RTX is not support right now for WIP. So if some packet are lost, it cannot be recovered. I think it's feature that need to be support. I think they are working on this feature, so it should be support in near future. And if this feature is supported in FMPAG, I plan to migrate it to the SRS because we have the code in FMPAG and we can use AI to implement the similar feature in the server side in SRS. I think this is an interesting thing and an important progress. And I test, and if you are working in cloud service company, if you are providing WebRTC cloud service to customers, I think you can try to test FMPAG 8 with FMX web feature with your cloud service. So your customer, you can expand and you can get more customers, especially the user of Mac. So this is about the features. This is about feature of Checkable.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And let me check Haibo. There are also 4 commits from Haibo. I think the most important is these 2, right? Haibo. Do you want to try to explain a bit about this? Haibo?
你介绍吧，我不说了。
You can try. I think maybe you can try a bit.
你来吧。
Yeah, you can try.
你说嘛，我压力大。我怕外国有人听不懂。
Yeah, they have the transcript. I mean, they can't stand. Yeah. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, I can help you. Yeah, this committee is about the RTSP. Introduce the black box text for RTSP. We support RTSP player in the SRS7, so we can convert RTMP to RTSP. And we don't support RTSP publisher. I mean, you cannot publish RTSP stream to SR7, but you can publish RTMP stream to SR7 and then view the stream via RTSP. We support this feature last month or a month ago, but we don't have the black box test in Haibo. This test. I think this is very important for this feature, especially when I refactoring the whole SS7. So are you use AI to
对，这个就是用 AI 生成的。
Oh yeah, yeah.
因为也已经
AI
做了一些
，Yeah.
然后后面就是用 AI 又补充了一些。
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think AI, yeah, I think it's able to. I think AI is able to refine and conduct these tests. Yeah, this is about the RTSP test. Thank you. This is very important. I'm improving the utest, not the black box tests right now. And when I finish the utest, I will try to I will try to create more black box tests with AI. Another one is the HUAC. It seems this is about the renaming, right?
就是一个 rename，
Yeah, rename. Yeah.
名字。
Okay.
对。
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
之前遗留的一个问题。
Yeah. So let me check. What about Junqin? There's a commit from Junqin. Restore HRS information when republish stream. Yeah. This is very important feature, and this feature is submitted about maybe 1 year or 2 years ago, I think. And I don't have time to review this feature until we got AI. So AI helped me to understand this PR. So there's a co-author. It is co-authored by AI. It helped me to understand the PR, and it also helped me to check. It also helped me to refine something. For example, to refine the HRS recover. So this feature is about how to restore the HRS information. I mean, when SRS crash or SRS restart, there's the HRS sequence number, I think, will be restart from 0. Yeah, maybe Junqin, you can try to introduce this PR. Let's try a bit. Do you want?
你来，我都有点忘了，时间也久。
Yeah, I remember this PR. I mean, you can try to explain it in English.
你来吧，我都忘记主要的这个，我记得当时，哎，我应该用英语说吗？
Yeah, when the SRS starts, the HRS information is lost. It will start from the sequence 0. So the player, I think, maybe interrupt, and the sequence number is not continuous. So, and I think it also clean up the TS files. If we do not restore the HRS information, actually you cannot continuously play it in when SRS restarting. This PR is to fix this and provide this feature, this important feature. So basically it will read them. Let me check this. So you will see this feature. It will basically restore the HRs. It try to read the M308, the manifester. It will try to read the manifester and rebuild the information, sequence, the segments, and sequence number from the manifest, and yeah, and so it will continue the let me check let me show you the code, sorry. Yeah, here. It will try to recover the HRs, so it will read the manifest M308 and try to parse the manifest and the most important one this and discontinuity and read the segments, codec, segments, sequence number, UI. So it will rebuild the whole manifest information and continue like it is not restarting. Yeah, continue the HR stream. So it's quite important. And we have a config to enable this. Is enabled by default, which is enabled by default. Yeah, this feature. This is another bug. Build field on the modern CMake. I don't like CMake. I hate CMake. It is not compatible upgrade. So it always causes some failure. CMake, I hate it. So this is about the HRS. If you got some question, please interrupt me. And the next part is about most active contributor, the AI contributor. It contributes about 32 commits by because it is merged by me, so it is not shown as a main contributor. So let me check this. And my name, yeah. Almost all the commits are contributed by the AI. Let me start from this one. Let me check which is important. I removed the Cloud CLS and APM because it is only supported by Tencent Cloud. So I removed it. Maybe we can support it in the future with OpenTelemetry, but yeah, there's some problems about integrate the latest OpenTelemetry SDK to SRS. We are C++, ASCII C++, so we cannot integrate the SDK. Oh, this is a bug that's introduced by the AI. Yeah, introduced by me and the AI. Let me switch the. This bug is introduced when I add a feature stream token before publish any stream. For example, we need to get a stream token. So there's a risk condition before without the stream token. We need to convert RTMP SRT to RTMP bubbling. For RTMP, we need to convert. Let me quickly window. Let me switch to this. Stream token. Oh, it is. It is SS6. Let me switch to SS7. Yes. Let me take an example to explain about the backgrounds. So this is RTMP. When we publish a RTMP stream, we need to get a stream token. It's a global log. So global variable and a global log. So it prevents other streams, for example, other publication like WebRTC or SRT. And after get this stream token, we will create the it is not, it only applied for the publisher. So the most important part is this when it publishing here, to publishing, is require publish, sorry. Require publish here. Require publish. Where is it? Require publish here. When it require publish, it will create the WebRTC and SRT and RTSP source and try to create a bridge to convert RTMP to WebRTC RTSP. So it also create a SRT source because you want to make sure there is no SRT publisher. Without the stream token in SRS6, we only have this different source and try to publish. So there's a risk condition, right? I mean, when you create the RTC, it's okay. It's not publishing, it can publish. And then you are trying to check SRT. It maybe have some coroutine switch. And maybe in this time, other can publish the stream. So it's not a global lock. There's no global lock, and it sometimes may happen to different publishers will publish the stream simultaneously. I mean, WebRTC and RTMP, they all try to publish the stream, and there's a risk condition here. So in SRS7, this risk condition exists in all the previous version. In SRS4, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, all this risk condition. So in SRS7, I introduced the stream token to make sure that there's only one publisher for all the protocols. This feature, I think I finished it with the help of AI, but I introduced the bug here. I forgot to check. It only applies to SRT publisher, so it also applied to SRT player. To make all the SRT player fail because this bug. I don't know why the black box didn't test out this problem. I don't know why. So I will investigate and add more black box test. This only can be covered by the black box test. This bug is quite significant. It is basically destroyed SRT feature. Yeah, so yeah, we cannot totally trust AI, even though it contributes a lot more and more. Now this feature is a feature that contributed by the AI. I think it doesn't introduce any problem. At least I didn't see any problem. Before it only support RTMP for IPv6. Right now, AI at all the support about protocols about HTTP FOA, HTTP API, HTTPS API, WebRTC, SRT, RTSP. So you can try this. Remember, if you want to try IPv6, you must have an IPv6 address. So your router must support IPv6. If you only got IPv4 address, you cannot test the IPv6. That's a lesson that I learned. For example, if you test the SRS on a cloud server which has only IPv4, it will fail if you try to access IPv6 server. Yeah. It's not because the network problem, the network connectivity is no problem, but it's just because you do not have the IPv6 address. Yeah. So you need to check the ifconfig, and you must get IPv6 address like this. Like this, I think this is the localhost. This is the IPv6 address. So yeah, let's quick review the change. SRT. This is a bug. I don't know why. I don't know when this bug is introduced, but yeah, this is a bug. It already exists in the code base. So for SRT, we only change to, this is IPv4. We only change to IPv6. Use this to support IPv4 and IPv6. And I think most interesting is this part. When the libsrt library, it doesn't clearly state that how to use IPv6. And I use AI to learn all the code base of libsrt, and it gave me an example to how to use IPv6, and it works. Yeah, so I think it's very interesting. If the API or the document is not clear when we use a third-party library, for example, libsrt, fmpeg, or libsrtp, the encrypt library, you can use the AI to open that code base distinctly and ask AI questions about this code base, and it may give you some example or answer about your question, and then you can figure out how to use it in SRS. Just like this one, how to label IPv6 in libsrt. It's one for experience. Without AI, I cannot do this. It may take me a week or even longer to read code or search or do experiments. Yeah, the AI maybe take about 10 minutes to figure it out. It's very powerful, but I think it's not so complex for expert, for maintainer of libsrt, how to use IPv6. But I'm not a maintainer of that project, so I don't have time to read the code line by line or read all the documents. I think this is the most important part for AI to help us to develop features, the most important one. So on the server side, we need to change the listener from one listener to a set of listeners. You can listen to IPv4 and IPv6 simultaneously. So it also supports multiply listeners. Yeah, API, HTTP, WebRTC, they all support multiply listeners. This is also introduced by AI. And for WebRTC, yeah, it only need to support multi-listeners. And yeah, because we support multiples, so we need to update the STP. And yeah, that's the change. It's not complex. I think you can read it. Yeah, just a change. It seems very simple, right? This is some config change. Config change, we change from single port. This is the previously we only support IPv6 for RTMP. We already support RTMP, and this feature it labels RTMPS for over IPv6. So we change it from one port to multiples, IPv4 and IPv6, and API. And this is SRT, RTC, RTC server, RTSP server. What do you think? Is it wonderful? Yeah, IPv4 and IPv6. So you can publish IPv4 or IPv6. You can support it just in the same time simultaneously. Yeah. This is the future that sometimes I will hear from our developers. They want IPv6 support. I hear it sometimes, several times. Okay, this is about IPv6, and most part, and the left part is about the refactoring. I think merge some servers. Oh yeah, this is important. Refactory. I removed a lot of code. I think removed 3,000 lines of code. The models are removed. Low hybrid server, that means we can see the main change. Before we have a server adapter that has SRT server, RTC server, and SRS server. With SS, SS server, SRT server, and RTC server. It's 3 server. So the collection limit is only applied to this server, the RTMP client. If you set to collections, the limit is to 1,000. Collections. Not for collections. Here, max collections. So this is global config, but it actually only applies to RTMP collections, right? Because it only applies by this server. So it didn't limit the SRT collections and the WebRTC collections. And I remember there are some bugs about this. So actually we don't need these 3 server. I merged it to the SRS server. So we remove the hybrid, remove the bridge adapter. Sorry, not bridge. I remove the adapter. Merge all these 3 servers to 1 server, so we can limit the collections for all the RTMP, SRT, and RTC. And the code is very clean right now. And the changes is applied, for example, RTC server. The RTC server will also remote. Yeah, it's remote. So app server max collection. Yeah, the max collections. All the collections for all the protocol will invoke this function. SRT or RTC or RTMP or API. So it will check the max collections. Yeah, this is how it works. So this feature, I think AI does not work very well for this feature because but most of the code is done by AI. I mean, this is a very special use scenario for AI. This is a use scenario that AI doesn't work very well, but it works. It doesn't work very well. You should be very careful because we need to copy some code exactly the same from 3 classes, 3 servers to 1 server. So when you let AI do the merge, for example, merge the SRT server to SRS server, it always try to do some minor change. So I remember I only if I let AI to remove these modules, remove this feature, it works well. You know how to remove the codes, which lines of code need to be removed. But it doesn't work so well when you try to merge 2 class, try to merge some servers to 1 server. I didn't remember how I use AI, but yeah, I remember. I record my memory. I try to use AI to merge the server, and then before this, I have a backup, have another repository. So after the AI merged the 2 servers, I know exactly what the function it merged. It didn't change the name. So I will copy the code manually from my backup repository. I will copy and override the function. And it may introduce some bug, name changed. And then I will let the AI to fix the bug. It works quite well. So I think that's the most important lesson that I learned. AI is not very good at copy code. It always try to do some modification. Sometimes it's correct, but sometimes it introduces some unknown bug, unexpected behavior. So you should override the function manually and then let the AI to fix the bug. And then it works perfect. I think this is an interesting thing that I experienced work with AI. Yeah, and right now we always enable SRT and RTC. This work is done by AI, totally by AI, and it works very well because it just need to remove some macro and just nothing wrong could be introduced, right? This is just some renaming. This one may be a bit important, but it's also just some renaming, I think. Previously, we have shared PTR message, which is the most ancient, most old message for the RTMP server. It is a shared PTR message, as its name, shared PTR message. It's introduced about 10 years ago, I think. And last year we introduced a shared PTR template. It's similar to the C++ 11, but it's not the same thing we implement by ourselves. So actually, they are duplicate code, right? So we can replace the previous message by the shared PTR. That's what this CR do. And I think we also, let me check. We also merge the, replace the shared PTR message in the RTP packet, because RTP packet also use this message. It is a bit weird, because for RTP packet is for RTC, but this message is for RTMP. So it seems that RTC depends on something on RTMP. It's not correct and weird. So after we replace with this, is a memory block. So it's much better to understand. All depends on memory block rather than depend on RTMP message. Yeah, this is about this PR. So another one. Oh, this is important change, but not very complex. I removed the embedded SIP server because I need to upgrade the HTTP stack, the library. But we use the HTTP stack, the HTTP parser in the SIP server, and we did some change to support SIP. Because SIP and HTTP is quite similar, they are both text-based. We only need to do a bit modified to support this. So we use HTTP parser, but I want to migrate to LHTTP. HTTP parser is not maintained, so it's in future no bug fix and no upgrade. It migrate to this new one. It's maintained by the Node.js. I try to use AI to upgrade, but it cannot do such a complex task. It's a huge change. It's not an upgrade. It's a huge change from a totally different library, different implementation. So the AI cannot maintain the SIP server. So I remove this SIP server from SRS. And we have an external SIP server, which is implemented by Go. I want to give credit to Haibo. He implemented the external Go server. So I remove this one. This SIP server is only used by the GB protocol. It's a protocol used in China only. So I think it's not one-way change. We have external SIP server, so I think that's okay. Yeah, this is a bug. This bug is fixed by AI. I need to give credit to AI. And Yeah, you will see this. Here. So I let AI to understand what happened for this issue. Because we have cost stacks, AI is very good at figuring out what happened. So it says there is a race condition here. When the timer stop here, when the timer triggered, it will try to send RTCP message, which is heavy function, which will cause the coroutine switch or thread switch. I think it will switch to another coroutine. Another coroutine may close the RTC collection and free the timer, and then it will try to unsubscribe these, and it crashed. So with these heavy and context switch functions, we need a lock. And before we free this object, we also need lock. Yeah. And AI, I think it figure out this problem and try to fix, but I remember it seems that it didn't give out the perfect solution. But yeah, I think the most important thing is to figure out what happened, and the solution is quite simple for me. So I think that's okay, even if it only figure out what happened, but not give the perfect implementation. Upgrade HTTP password to LLHTTP. Yeah, that's what I talked about. Why I removed the SIM server. Just know that the LHTTP it has many files, more than one files. So we can upgrade it more easily. Moment is a big file. Oh, it's so huge. Yeah, here. So I leave some load before these. Below this is the LHTTP code. Before this is how I upgrade this library. So this is the library, and when you make it, it will generate the HTTP in the build directory. And we need some change. It's a C code base and there are some combining fields, arrows, because some, for example, this is void star pointer, this one. So for C++, you must explicitly convert it to a char star from a void star. Yeah, and just some type convert, no any code change. So it's quite simple to maintain this. Yeah, another risk condition similar to the publisher hammer, another neck hammer. And this one is implemented by me, not by tested by AI, I think. And this is to support something like this. Let me show you. utest, yeah, this one. sometimes maybe in the utest, we just want to start a coroutine and do a very tiny code, run a very tiny code. So without this macro, you should define a structure, implement the function. You can also define anonymous structure in the utest. I mean, just here, but it's quite complex and it's not convenient. Not easy to do such thing in the utest. So I just define a macro to allow to study coroutine and execute the code. Take this for example. You gotta start a coroutine and increase the counter. The counter is here, defined here. So the counter is 0 when the coroutine node start. And after we switch to the coroutine by use snip or other context switch function, the counter will increase to 1. Yeah, it's simple, very similar to the coroutine, right? Go. If you replace the go function, that's what we want to implement. But there is a pity for it's a downside here. Just one downside. You are not able to debug the code block. At least I tried in the VS Code, you are not able to debug set a breakpoint here in the 56.9. So yeah, I think you should only use it in when you only need to you do not need to debug the code. Maybe just 1 line or 3 lines of code. Yeah. And if you need to debug, you'd better define an anonymous struct and implement the function. I mean, just as before what we do. Yeah. Now, if you got any question, please interrupt me anytime. And this is all is naming issue. Our naming issue, interesting one. It's not very simple, but very interesting. The naming issue, what is the naming issue? Here. So for every member fields, we have a guideline for all developers that we need to end with the underscore like this. But this is some guideline introduced about 5 years later after this project is created. So there are lots of legacy codes that are not follow this naming guideline, naming standard. It's very difficult to change all the legacy code, right? You cannot use the refactoring. It doesn't work for C++. You cannot use the replace. But what you can do is only do it manually, piece by piece, struct by struct, function by function. But AI, I think for AI, it's quite simple and no mistake. It doesn't make any mistake, except one. This is another pitfall, or another pitfall that when you work with AI. There are lots of file changes, right? It changes lots of files. If you prompt it to change all the code, it will fail. It's a huge work. So maybe it evaluated the workload. AI may say, oh, this task is huge, so let me write a script to do this. So it write a Python script, try to replace the fields, and it fail. So if you try to let AI do a huge work to make a change, maybe a simple change, but need to across many files. The AI may create some script to do such a thing, so you should be careful. If you find that AI is writing script to do something, it's always a bad idea. So maybe I should limit the AI and should update the guideline to never write script to do the code change. Yeah, let me try. I think that is the second problem that I experienced that work with AI. So if you want to update the guideline, it's quite simple. Guideline for AI here. Let me check scripts. Just description of scripts. So update the guideline. I don't want you to write Python or shell script to do code change or conduct tasks. Never write scripts to do any work. You just write some prompts to let the AI to update the guideline for itself, and it works quite well. And yeah, but you always need to check the AI generation codes. Never trust him. I think that's all the code we sequence symbol. This is another problem. Let me check. Oh yeah, this is another problem. Yeah, this is another potential problem thing. Yeah, that's okay. A bug. Yeah, the left is about how to add a test. Oh, another important one, the last important one is to improve the bridge, refine the bridge. This is important change. Oh, I have talked about 1 hour, a lot of changes, so I'm sorry. And most of change, this change is also done by AI. I don't have time to do such a huge change. But I know how to. What's the idea? So the before the bridge used to convert protocols. For example, if you publish RTMP stream, SS will convert to RTC and RTSP. If you publish by SRT, it will convert to RTMP and RTC. Yeah. So the problem is the bridge is not clear. The structure before it is frame. I think the name is stream bridge. The stream bridge will accept the frame. And there's a frame to RTMP or the frame to RTMP. It means the RTMP to SRT. No, I don't know. I didn't remember. So the name is confusion. The frame to RTC means to convert RTMP or SRT frame. oh no, the frame to RTMP is used for RTC convert to RTMP. The RTC will use the RTP builder to create a frame and then feed the frame to the RTMP source. So feed the frame to RTMP stream. So it's quite confusing because yeah, there's another RTP builder. So the structure, let me check this. The structure, for example, when you convert RTC to RTMP, here, first it uses RTC frame builder to convert the RTP to RTMP frame, right? To transcode audio packets from OPPOs to AAC. That's a problem. You will say it depends on the FM pack. But what happened if RTMP support OPPOs? I mean, the enhanced RTMP, it already supports OPPOs, right? So if we need to support RTMP with OPPOs, what should I do this? It always transcode OPPOs to AAC, so it doesn't make sense. So right now I change it to bridge, RTC bridge. The RTC bridge will accept just RTP packets. Let me say the RTC bridge, where is it? Let me search RTC bridge. It is used by well, it's RTC bridge. Maybe just check the don't panic. Where is RTC bridge? I believe it should be here. RTC bridge, RTC bridge here. Yeah. So it just accept RTP packet. It's a RTP target. RTP target means it accepts RTP packet, right? RTP packet, right? Yeah, it's not very convenient to jump from code. Let me use this. Use my VS Code. This is a very important change. Yeah, AI has done work. Let me check it later. Yeah, the RTP target is very easy to accept RTP packets. That's what RTC bridge. So RTC bridge will accept the RTP packet here. It's an implementation. So it accepts the RTP packet and it will convert to RTMP, and it has a frame builder. So from the definition, it's very clear. It will use a frame builder to convert RTMP and transcode OPPOs to AC and conduct a RTMP frame, and then feed the RTMP frame to the RTMP target. If you need to support, for example, RTSP target, you just add RTSP target. So RTSP target, it can feed the RTP packet, right? RTSP, I mean. So you just add a RTSP target and feed it here. And if you need to support another RTMP with OPPOs, so we just need another frame build. The frame builder will, without any transcode, we may need some config to detect the audio codec. If we know the audio codec is OPPOs and the RTMP OPPOs is enabled, then we can convert the RTC to RTMP without any transcoding. We need some config Basically, we can just add any target and any frame builder here to convert RTC to any protocol you want. The structure change is that the frame builder, before it belongs to the RTC source, right now it belongs to the bridge. So for the RTC source, it's quite easy. The RTC source here, we create a bridge, RTC bridge for the RTC source, for the source. So the source only need to load a bridge. It don't need to know anything about the other protocols. It's quite simple, right? No frame builder here. So when the RTC source got a packet, I did on RTP here. When RTC source got a packet, it will feed all the consumers and feed the bridge. All the protocol conversion is done in the RTP bridge. So this structure change, I think, is very important and straightforward, and make it very simple to convert between different protocols, or even convert from, for example, sometimes you convert RTC with operators to RTMP with operators, and sometimes you can convert RTC with operators to RTMP with AAC. Or simultaneously, you can convert both RTMP with operators and AAC, but maybe it's two different streams, so maybe need some need more config, config to specify this, what's the stream name, but you can do this right now. So with this change, I think the structure is very good and it's perfect, I think. Perfect to a stream bridge architecture. All the changes done by AI. Yeah, it's not done by one time, but and it's very simple to prompt it step by step, right? So yeah, I think this feature is something that's important and as gorgeous as the IPv6 feature done by the AI. Yeah. And that's all I got. I think sorry for transcode. What this is a bug. Let me check. What's this? Publish token. Oh, it's another bug. Yeah, you can check this. It's a bug, just a bug. Publish token bug. Yeah. Yeah. So, any questions about all the changes this month? Sorry, are you here? Are you there?
No question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Change is very
Thomas.
large.
They are very large. Change.
Changes
It costs you a long time.
Not cost me a long time, but cost the AI a long time. Yeah, you can see. Let me show. Yeah, you can see how can I work with AI. I just need some ideas, so it don't take a long time to conduct some ideas. For the guideline change, I don't want AI to write some script, right? So I prompt the guideline change. So I check, yeah, I change the guideline. I only need to check the diff. What are they change? When looking for documentation, no need to update documents. Check this directory for Markdown. I change nothing, or this one. Script use policy. Never use Python script to perform code change, conduct tasks. Always use the appropriate direct tools available for better error handling. What does this mean? Some proper integration with the developer environment and more reliable execution. Let me ask him. Yeah, it is prohibited by writing shell scripts to edit files, writing shell scripts to creating scripts for grep. I think this is okay, right? Using scripts for file creation, manipulation, scripting approach for any developer tasks. I think this is okay. Search is okay. So what does it mean by this one? Always use direct tools for better error handling. Okay. Remove this. I don't understand. So it will remove this guideline and remove about this lines of guideline. I mean, so I can add and see what is changed later. This is okay. Required alternative file modification. Use replace editor tool. No, I don't want to use that. Common execution. Code search. Code-based retrieval tool. File creation. Save file tool. Creation new file. Direct operation. Or file systems operation. Yeah. So file search, this is okay. I'm not sure about this one. Gem replace editor tool. It may have some side effect, maybe, I don't know. Code search, that's okay. File creation. Add low. Yeah. Seems a bit. It's kind of here. No result.
So the AI delete everything.
Oh yeah, it deleted everything. Why?
Because you asked to.
Yes,
You
sorry?
give him the command.
Oh
remove
yeah,
was the
yeah. I can revert to this checkpoint. Revert to here. Revert to this. Yeah. I give the wrong prompt. Maybe that's okay. I'm not sure. I will check it later for this. Well, I'm doing this utest. So I just give a prompt to improve the utest coverage. For example, I will check the coverage because AI cannot check this. It doesn't know what code is covered. So maybe I wanted to cover this function. So maybe just cover this. I will copy, for example. Let me take example. This one, yeah. I will let it to cover this. And only this code. And make sure to write one test so I can review. Sometimes maybe it's okay to write multi-utest, but I found that if you would like to check the code, it's better to just generate one test. So let me do this. EP7. To the right. APP7, yeah, this one. I think it's much easier to review the code than the generated by the AI than human being, because if I do not understand, I can ask him, why do you change this, right? So maybe I'm confusing, I need more context. I can also ask him about what's the context. Is there anything, if I don't remember, I can just ask him. So it don't take me many time, but it did need some fragment time. I mean, sometimes I leave a task for AI, then I will watch some video or read some book, learn English, or listen music, or just have a rest, have a tea. It make my work fragmented, but that's okay, because for the open source community, I don't spend huge time. Maybe every morning I just leave a task for AI, then I will check it in the evening. Yeah, it did some tests, right? Why does it change here? And maybe caused by the prompt. So let me revert it. So maybe change by maybe the prompt has some side effect. I mean the guideline. Yeah, it's clean now. So let me redo this task. So with the git and if there's something wrong, you just redo the task. Git revert all the change and just redo the task. I think that should be caused by the guideline, and it follows the guideline very well. So be careful when you update the guideline. Yeah. We have lots of guidelines, right? 500 lines of guideline about everything I know. Important thing, for example, the error handling, you should use these. The mocks. Yeah, I tell the AI to create mocks for the interface. And yeah, to create the object, use the SRSPtr rather than direct create this, because we can search this object. Yeah, you cannot search with this code. How to make it? It can automatically make and fix the problem. It works very well. In the enhanced RTMP, we're green. should use the time as time. The time, yeah, I found most human developer won't. Human developer never follow the guideline. Human developer all use this one. Always use the very basic structures about the time. Maybe they don't know about the SS time structure. This is actually a time defined. They are the same, but it's not exactly the same. SSU time is clear, and there are some helper, and like this. You should not convert to milliseconds, but instead you should use the macro convert this. Yeah, and yeah, AI follows very well. It never break this guideline. Yeah, and the buffer. Sometimes the AI use this. It try to directly convert the buffer, but yeah, after I add this guideline, it always uses as buffer to convert buffer to structures. And about this, what's this? This is about the wrapping with context. Yeah, arrow object wrap with the context. Yeah. Yeah. See the comments. We always use the comments like this. Yeah, and SRS. AI think as a common server, it should be SRS, but it doesn't know that we are single thread, we are coroutine based. So I add a guideline for AI. For underscore, yeah, this is about the field name standard. You should end with the underscore. The memory management, Unicode PTR and shared PTR is not the same thing to C++11. Again, it's something that we created. Yeah, C++, ASCII C++. We don't want C++11. And about the structure, this is about the origin cluster architectural change. For before SRS7 is another origin cluster. So I think this is also a very important guideline for AI to know that we have a new architecture for origin cluster, especially they use the same name origin cluster. Yeah. This is about the WebRTC architecture. We are SFU model, no 10, no P2P. So important for AI to know thread module. Yeah, this is knowledge that you maybe cannot discover from the code base. This is the background information, background knowledge about SRS. We added to the guideline. See, it works well, and it paint the test at the end of the file. And what do we need to cover? Remind me, update RTT for the audio track, right? So before the previous you tested, it only had the video track, and right now we need to support the audio track. So update the RTT audio track. Yeah, it created the audio track, right? So you see, it's very easy to review, right? Maybe you don't need to know what's the structure. You just need to cover this audio track. So I'm very happy to work with AI. I just need to check, okay, the utest passed, and it seems okay. It create mogs and it create the audio track. Yeah, I don't need to check the detail. Generally, I don't need to check the detailed implementation about the utest, except sometimes I do need to check. For example, the APP, I think, yeah, this one, maybe I think, yeah, this one. Yeah, this is someone that I carefully check the result. I mean, what should we compare? What should we check? I checked the code very carefully. So for because this is the utest that I need to, it's not neck test. It's about IT. Let me change this. RTC to RTMP. Convert test. It's not neck test. Sorry for the name. If you want to create a utest that exactly what you want, for example, it has STP packet with SrsPtr for the WebRTC, and then an IDR frame 2 packages, and then a P frame 1 RTP package. You just prompt it to write one test and for this function and feed it with this package. And maybe and then it will generate one task, and maybe you need to modify some code because maybe modify the prompt also works. And I mean, for this important and very different tasks, you need to check it 9 by 9 and adjust it. And when you done one test, then it's easy to expand to more. For example, this is about is it the same key with the same keyframe with the same time step to the SrsPtr. I mean, the IDR frame, the IDR RTP packet time step is the same to the SrsPtr. This one tests the case when this one is all in the same RTP packet. So it only have two packets. One is STAP with SrsPtr IDR. It's a small IDR frame. This is used to test 3 different packets. One is SrsPtr, one is IDR frame. Yeah, right. So when you generate one utest, it's very easy to generate another. Maybe you can just copy it, or if it is very similar, or just another AI to generate another. So this is something that different to this utest. This utest is just to cover the basic codes. And for some special codes and some special, for example, RTC to RTMP, how to convert to, how does it convert? When it packet audio, it will generate a frame. Yeah. So I need to make sure it, for different RTC packets, it generates different RTMP frame. This type of utest, it takes me some time, maybe one day. But most of the utest, most of the task, it don't take me so much time. Yeah. And yeah, I think even it take a longer time, it's still much convenient to write this test. I think I don't expect AI to write all the code for me. It's okay for me to write some code, but I don't want to do some dirty work. For example, some mocks, to generate this mocks. AI can do this for me, and AI can follow my general idea to generate a baseline no code that may not work as I expected but that's dirty work, right? So I would like to, it's okay for me to fix some bug or adjust the prompt or I mean, I don't expect AI to do all the work for me. It's okay for me to coding. I like coding, but I don't want to do dirty work. And with AI, I think definitely you need to do nothing dirty work. If you found the task is boring, from like renaming or follow some guideline or write some mock, yeah, just need to do that. It's very simple. So if I'm creating some new features, especially some important features, yeah, it definitely will take long time than the utest. I will never just let AI to do the feature, but maybe I need to think about the future. What's the background? What's the first step I need to do? But I just need some ideas, and AI will try to implement my ideas, and I will check. Definitely, I will check, and it will generate the utest. And another thing that about the build field, most build field AI can fix it, and I just need to check the difference like this, right? Hello, for example, let me make it field, right? So it failed. I will just let AI to fix it. Before this, let me add the changes. So I will know what the AI will change the code. And for most of the issues, especially with the stack, the SS crashed, AI can figure out what's the problem, what's the steps to reproduce, what's the background. AI will help you to read the message about the issue. That's also dirty work, right? I think, yeah. For example, let me try this. I don't want to read and reply issues before because it's dirty work. I don't want to read the title and it's not well formatted. Maybe it's missed something, but that's okay. I let AI to do this dirty work. Help me to understand issue. We also have guideline for how to read the issue, how to read the PR, how to read the issue. So it will try to read the issue and give me a better understanding. I don't have to start from scratch. I think that's a dirty work. I think working is not a bad thing. I like working, I like coding. It's not working and coding is not dirty work. But yeah, this is the dirty work. If the issue is if the issue is created with comprehensive backgrounds, with well structured, I think it's a pleasure to read. But definitely most of the issue is not. It's just dirty work. So AI maybe can discover something. Yeah, you will see. It's much better to read the AI results than the original issue, right? It will convert the dirty work to a happy work. So I don't feel working hard or I'm very painful, but I think I feel magic and I feel interesting and intriguing me what happened here. So yeah, the Narix mobile successfully handshake with SS, but failed to send the stream name, caused SS to drop the collection with stage 1. Yeah. This can include handshake and missing stream name issue. Yeah, it will find the code. Scene special identifier plane. Yeah, I remember this. So stream name is empty. I think for lyrics, it may use, I guess it may use this one, lyrics, without the app name. Yeah, it may use this one, right? No, not this one. Lyrics, maybe I don't know the lyrics problem. So yeah, this issue is not good structured. So this is not a good prompt. Well, I remember SRS has default app feature. If lyrics use this one, will support. I remember we have a default app, right? So it should work if the URL is not, there's no app in the URL. I don't know. So maybe we need, for this, we need some more information. What's the lyrics URL it used? TCURL is leave. Oh, so it may use this one. RTMP leave, this one, right? What happened? Sorry. SS has default P feature. Does it work with lyrics like if it use yeah, because we have the TCURL here, so the lyrics may without the stream name. Well, it's never seen the stream name, but I don't see the arrow, right? Oh, here. If low stream name, we should have an arrow. So why there's no arrow? I don't see. I think maybe it's another problem, not the stream name problem. I don't see any log about the stream name. So I think the problem is not this one. AI maybe it's not, does not work for this issue. I mean, if low stream name was the arrow should be in the log, please try to run as and come back to reproduce it, right? Because I don't see any log about the stream name. Never send the stream name. This is what guessed by the user, but it's maybe not true. This misleading the AI, but it does not mislead me. So I can let AI to reproduce this problem. I mean, to publish a stream without a stream name, and we can check whether SRS will print more error messages. You will see it published with no stream name, right? So what happens? Oh, this is another task, right? It's to remove the X, which caused the compile field. So it's quite fragmented time. Yeah, this is okay. So what's the log? Yeah, there's a stream name empty, right? So the problem is it's not a stream name problem. So try to reply. So I think this issue is not caused by empty stream name, because there should be a log in the log there. Help me to reply this issue, right? I think this is also dirty work. I mean, it's good. It's okay for me to work with some issues, so try to think out some issues, but I don't want to reply the issues. I think AI should works very well to reply the issue as I know how to reply. Yeah, I don't want to generate this text, right? I don't want to generate this text. Write markdown file. So I need a markdown file. I cannot copy it to the issue. This is also the dirty work. I just want to do the work right, like, well, this is not about the stream name, but you need to explain very detailed about the background, the logs, and how to reproduce it. You need to write a lot of text to reply the issue. This is the dirty work. I don't want to do this. Yeah. Write response for this issue to markdown file. So I think the AI, the most important part is not to do all the work for me, but at least it can do their dirty work. It make the life easy and make them developing the process very happy. So I don't have to work overtime. So when I have spare time, I just I don't think I work with AI. I just play with AI to see what I can do. And in that some maybe play some magic or amusement. I mean, in your spare time, maybe you would like to watch some movie, right? But if you continue to watch movie, I think it's also boring. So yeah, it has a long reply. I can copy this to the copy this, copy paste. That I would like to do the copy paste. I would like to copy this. Root cause. I don't know root cause. Yeah, just this one. Oh, this is dirty work, right? So it can do it for me. And I don't like review the issues. Most of the issues are not well structured. They don't have enough information. I hate issues. What about this one? Logs. And let me try, but maybe it's too difficult for it. Let's use this. So anything you want to discuss or any concerns about the SRS? Any questions? I think we are at the end of the meeting. Oh, there's a respond, right? Check respond. Not interesting. It's clean now. AI is not so powerful that it can fix all the problems, but maybe 1 year or 2 years later, it can do most of the things. It can do more and more dirty work for me. Okay, any questions? Maybe we can wrap up. Can we wrap up the meeting?
刚才你这个发音好像是 coroutine， 不是 coroutine， 应该是 coroutine 的那个重音在前面，是吧
Coroutine?
？coroutine 就那个携程嘛。
哦 coroutine.
不是，因为 coroutine
coroutine. Yeah, sometimes I'm pronounced coroutine.
coroutine，它那个重音好像在前面。
Okay. Let me check the potential root cause. I don't know, maybe the memory leak problem is too difficult for AI right now. So I don't expect, let me check. I don't expect it can find the root cause. Potential problem. Where is the potential root cause? The difference between Linux and Mac OS behavior suggests platform-specific memory allocation pattern. The fact that Mac only show leaks at demo on suggests the issue may be related to this. So common reference. So Jacobo, do you mean this leak issue? I mean, do you know which issue I'm talking about? This one. I say you participate with this one. Does it mean it only does it only reproduce on Mac OS with demo on? Jacobo.
Yes, I did some verification.
Yeah.
Only on the Mac OS demo on can have some memory issue.
No memory leak on the Linux server. Do you mean there's no memory leak, no such issue on the Linux server?
I don't think so. Where my comments？把那个我以前那个 comment 看一下，我都忘了。
Oh, it's also reproduced on Linux, right?
Yes, there are two reproduction paths. At the Linux, it always be the memory increase or what kind suspect we can see maybe a memory leak, or X Mac OS only when the demo is on.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, yes, it happens with both demo on or demo off. So it's not related to demo on or demo off. Come from multi-user, regardless of daemon setting, always reproduced. So the memory increased to, how many memories it increased to? For the line? It's not a huge memory increase.
The memory increase at the constant rate. I mean,
okay.
yes.
So it will increase to infinitely?
I don't think so. I remember I monitor for about half hour or 1 hour. Yes.
I mean, maybe it can wait stable. For example, it increased to 200. And then it will stable and won't increase. I mean,
yes, there are no
50 hours and increase to 500 MB megabyte. So that's interesting. Even with no work, it always increase. Yeah. Will it always increase based on the evidence? Yes. Yeah, and also increase to 500 MB. So I think maybe AI can help to give a good wrap up. Yeah, that's good, right? One megabyte every few minutes. I think AI write a very good wrap up. The problem is continuous memory leak on Linux servers or distributions affect this. Memory grows from this to this over time. Occurs on idle servers with low streams. Happens with any configuration file. Demo mode setting irrelevant on Linux. Green white 1 megabit every few minutes. Unbounded among memory growth. Force any server restart. Critical issues in non-running deployment. I think this is quite good. Let me wrap up this. Yeah, it's already marked down. So key facts. Yeah, I think at least something this bug I need to fix it. Think out and fix it. But will cause unknown time period operations map point issues. Unknown. Does he laugh? Okay, this is about this meeting or about this meeting. And can you stop recording? 稍微可以停止录制了吗？ Maybe do you want to chat with Chinese? Anything else that you want to chat? 广华听不到你声音
我能听
啊？
能听。
用中文要舒服一点，听英文。
录制应该早停了，感觉。
录制好像刚才自己就停了吧？
啊，行，停了，行。
到那个9点的时候已经停了。
啊，行，他会议到了，可能就不继续停了。中文聊一聊吧，你们有什么其他的？
感觉你的英文说的太好了，我们跟不上了。
我英文都是很简单的呀，我现在英文我的分数一直没提高，我苦恼这个事情，可能流畅一点吧，但是词汇一直都是很简单的词汇，所以我的分数提不上去。
但是你老是跟中国人说话，就肯定是打了个瓶颈会。
康同学让我停录制吗？
他自己停了。
都是9点自己停了。
停了吧，没关系，停了吧，我们中文说就不录了，录下来也用英文。